it's your time. It's time for you to spread your wing and fly. This is your moment.
I said, how y'all doing, South Bend? You guys look absolutely beautiful. My name is William Douglas. I am the CEO and founder of Gentlemen and Scholars. Thank you, Mayor, Ms. Shea, the City of South Bend for selecting us to be your Masters of Ceremonies tonight. Clap it up for yourselves, give it up. We are honored to bring you excellence tonight. Let me bring you Corey Brazier.
Now, Shay said, you'll see us everywhere in the city. But what exactly do we do? Gentlemen and Scholars, we're a non-for-profit mentorship organization, and our mission is to empower the youth with the skills necessary to become better versions of themselves. Okay? Now, we do this in various ways. We're known throughout the city as the Spelling Bee Boys. Okay? So our 7th annual Spelling Bee is actually coming up in April, but we use the Spelling Bee in other academic competitions as ways to showcase the youth and their power of expression. Along with the Spelling Bee, what we do is our School of Etiquette and Life Skills classes. That's the bread and butter of our organizational program. We do this all year long, and actually on a night like tonight, a Thursday is when we usually have our classes. So we invited our scholars out to experience this wonderful event. Will our scholars please stand up, please?
And parents.
And parents. Thank you, thank you. We got to give a shout out to the third piece, Mr. Shane Williams, Gentlemen and Scholars Director of Artistic Expression. Scholar up, scholar up. Let me see. Now, moving right along with the program, we're going to get right into it.
First of all, we're excited about tonight's program. This young lady was hired at ABC 57 News in 2019 as a producer, but has since taken on the role as a reporter in September of 2021. She was a 3-sport student athlete who graduated from Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois, with a major in gender and women's studies and a double minor in journalism and Spanish. She spent her college years interning for her school's journalism department while working on an oral history project that shared her school's rich history through the lens of alumni. She is also passionate about learning more about the area while helping others to tell their own stories, making a difference here in Michiana communities, especially communities of color, by helping others share their perspectives. We will now have this evening, welcome please Miss Naja Woods, reporter at ABC News. Clap it up.
Okay, hello. Hello and welcome to the City of South Bend's 7th annual Black History Month ceremony. My name is Naja Woods. Despite me being live on air every day, I'm still really nervous, so bear with me everybody, okay? Anyways, I'm really passionate about Black history and sharing the Black experience, and I actually helped launch a Black History Month series at our news station last year, so it's been going strong for 2 years now, so you should really check it out. We have another story tomorrow. Just as a Black woman, I feel like it's extremely important to share the stories of Black history, the past, the present, and the path forward of Black history here in Michiana, because, I mean, speaking from personal experience, that representation really does matter, especially for the young Black girls, the young Black boys coming up. I mean, seeing someone like me on air, that would truly inspire me, so. So I just want to say that I'm honored to be here tonight in a room with so many dynamic leaders and of course so much Black excellence, and I'm really looking forward to sharing stories here in Michiana, not just for Black History Month, but beyond. And again, I'd just like to say thank you everyone and happy Black History Month.
Next, we have a song selection by a special young man, Mr. David Smith. Now I'm gonna say a few words about David real quick. David is a former silver ticket winner of Michiana in 2017, a local South Bend singer. Singing is his passion, and blessing people's hearts is his dream. He loves sharing his gift all around the city. You've probably seen him everywhere. Got a voice of an angel. David always wants to make sure he is blessing your mind and your soul with his voice. We all know that Billie Holiday is a huge part of Black history and is considered by many one of the greatest jazz vocalists of all time. We are in for a treat this evening because David will perform Billie Holiday's timeless piece, Strange Fruit. Ladies and gentlemen, David Smith.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the roots. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruits hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scenes of the gallant South. Those big bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolia, clean and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, and for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, and for the to drop. Here is a strange. Here is a strange. Here is a strange.
Hey, give it up for David Smith. Please let it be known that our beautiful city of South Bend has the best talent juxtaposed to any city of the nation. Give it up. Excellent, excellent. Moving right along. There's no need for introductions for what this pastor does. He does so much for so many every day. The pastor of the great church, Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church. Clap it up. And more, and more. Please stand up as we welcome Pastor Ray Owens with a tribute to our honorees. Pastor Owens, please step up.
Good evening, good evening. Please sit down. I don't know why we're doing all that. Good evening. And I have the great pleasure to stand and give tributes to people who already have done a wonderful job, to Mayor Mueller and his wonderful staff, to all of our elected officials that are here, and to all of you who decided to come out on a snowy night to be able to honor our honorees. Why would we do that? Why would we take out of our time and our schedule to come and honor wonderful people? Well, there must be something special about these people. What is the common denominator then? Yes, they have visionary leadership, they are image bearers, they are trailblazers, but they are ours. They are not in Lake County, Marion County, Porter County. They are in St. Joseph County, working, serving, and giving of themselves. When I look at these people, the common denominator that inspires me today is that all of us have sight, but not all of us have vision. All of us have the sight to see something, but these leaders here saw past the problem. Many people will see something's wrong and they'll say, oh, that's a shame. Somebody ought to do something. And then they go sit down and go to sleep and forget all about what they just talked about. Somehow there was a passion born in all of these people. A passion that when everybody else went to sleep, they couldn't. A passion that kept them going and gave them something greater than coffee and caffeine, gave them something greater than a pill can give them. When they were knocked down and when they were told to give up, a spirit of resiliency rose up in them and said, I can make a change for my community. And those of us that are in this room can say, these leaders made a change for St. Joseph County. So I want all of you to know, while some of you are certainly close to my heart, I applaud all of you for what you have done for our community. So, Mayor, I applaud you and your staff for choosing these wonderful recipients. I thank you on behalf of our community for all of your efforts. And I would ask all of us in this room, as we are here, to be inspired by these leaders. Not just to sit there and compliment them and pat them on the back and say, what a wonderful job you've done, but what these leaders do for us today is tell us it's not too late. It's not too late for us to achieve our dream, for us to achieve our vision, for there still is more work we need to do in St. Joseph County. On behalf of all of us, we salute you.
Thank you, Pastor Owens. We salute you. Now, moving right along, tonight we are here to celebrate 12 powerful leaders in our community who have contributed to South Bend's history and rich culture. And to present this celebration and these awards is the mayor, but before I bring the mayor up, I got something to say about you. You know, I'm happy to be under the leadership of a city official like yourself. Everything that you do is commendable in developing the infrastructure of just mindset, anti-violence, community as far as just building out and helping everybody. Everything that you do, we know you're working tirelessly for the city, and we appreciate you. But even with that, you still didn't win me over. I'm gonna tell you what won me over. Around Thanksgiving time, the mayor sat next to my daughter in a pie eating contest. Okay? And he was doing okay, he was struggling a little bit. You know, my daughter had to help you out just a little bit. But after the whole experience, I asked her about the mayor. I said, what you think about that guy? She said, well, he's okay with me. So now you're okay with me, Mr. Mayor. Just because my daughter said so. Along with the mayor, who will be presenting the awards, is the sweetheart of South Bend with the big heart, Miss Shay Davis. She works tirelessly too, alongside the mayor. Every prestigious event that you see the city put on, she's the puppet master behind it. We thank you. Please come up.
Thank you, Corey, for that introduction, and good evening, everyone. It's so great to see everyone here, and I do want to share a little bit behind the scenes of how we ended up here. So last year, if you recall, we did a virtual presentation, and Josh Short emceed the event, and it went so well that Shay was pushing for a virtual event this year. And so at first, and when we were working on this was the height of the Omicron wave, middle of January. What are we going to do? Is it going to be virtual? Is it going to be in person? And I said, we've got to have it in person. And this was about the same time the news caught me during the MLK celebration that got postponed because of COVID-19, where I said in the lobby, I hope this is the last community event that's postponed or delayed because of COVID-19. And then they went and fact-checked with the health department. Luckily, they backed me up. But the good news is, just like we saw in other places, the cases have plummeted, and we're the lowest transmission rates we've seen throughout the pandemic. So that's the good news as we got here. But that wasn't quite enough, because Shay, I had to still convince Shay this is going to work, going back to in person. So she said, well, Josh Short, he moved to Denver. So who's going to be the MC? It's like, now we got to figure out the MC. So please give a round of applause to gentlemen and scholars for agreeing to be the MC. But we're so glad that this event, we're able to do this, and we're back in person. We thank Shay Davis, the mayor's staff, all of the people that go into making this possible, Venue Parks and Arts, and many others. And we're also so glad that we have a community full of leaders and people to celebrate. So it's important that we celebrate during Black History Month accomplishments, although we're not done with the awardees. You guys still got a lot to do for us and help move our community forward. But also it's important to catalog and celebrate that progress as we know we're rolling up our sleeves for the work ahead. Now, I will say, and maybe I'm inspired by our council president, and pastors, please cover your ears, but we got some badass men and women this year. And with that, we'll get to it.
All right, y'all, we're gonna keep the energy level high. Now we're about to start the program. The first honoree we would like to honor this evening is the Honorable Cristal Briscoe. Judge Cristal C. Briscoe is a legal trailblazer. The First woman of color to serve as a judicial officer in St. Joseph County. First woman and person of color to serve as the corporation counsel for the city of South Bend. And the first African American to serve as cabinet member at St. Mary's College, Notre Dame. Clap it up. Judge Briscoe graduated cum laude from Valparaiso University with a bachelor's degree in history. She earned her law degree from the University of Notre Dame in 2006, and then joined the firm of Barnes & Thornburg, LLP, where she was an attorney in the firm's litigation and employment law departments. After 7 years of success in the private sector, Judge Briscoe joined former Mayor Pete Buttigieg's administration as Chief Legal Counsel, Corporation Counsel for the City of South Bend in 2017. Judge Briscoe accepted the General Counsel position at St. Mary's College of Notre Dame. The following year, Judge Briscoe pursued her dream of joining the judiciary and accepted an appointment by the Honorable John Broden to serve as Magistrate Judge in St. Joseph County Circuit Court, Mishawaka Division. And 3 years later, Judge Briscoe was appointed as judge of the St. Joseph County Superior Court by the Honorable Eric J. Holcomb, Governor of the state of Indiana. South Bend, please welcome Judge Cristal Briscoe.
I just want to thank everyone for your love and support. I typically have a stiff upper lip and don't get emotional, but seeing all your beautiful brown faces here, supporting all of us honorees is really making me emotional. And I just want to say very quickly, so as a native of Gary, Indiana, who grew up during a time when we were the murder capital of the country, being a first-generation college student, first lawyer in my family, statistically, I'm not supposed to be here. But with faith and support of my family and my community, I'm here. And I want to particularly talk to the youth in the room that if I can be here, so can you. So thank you, everyone, for your continued love and support. Thank you to all the honorees for all your excellence in everything you do. Thank you, Mayor Mueller, the City of South Bend, and I just love you. God bless everyone.
She said, if she can make it, so can you. Give her another hand. Our next honorees, Pastors Dennis and Deborah Gibbons. Pastors Dennis and Deborah Gibbons founded New Horizons Outreach Ministry in April 1991. They, together with New Horizons family, possess a strong passion to bring unity, love, peace, spiritual awareness to the South Bend community. Currently 30 years strong, New Horizons has grown from 7 faithful members to a thriving church that has 2 locations, one in South Bend and the other in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Awesome. New Horizons takes the message of hope, encouragement, and prayer to neighborhoods that are challenged with violence every year, and has shared the message of hope of 2 international television broadcasts, Dish Network, Channel 262, and Sky Angel Christian Station 9701, as well as a local television station and radio broadcast of 89.7 FM WBS and LaCie Broadcasting in South Bend, Indiana. Awesome. Yeah, you did a lot. You did a lot. New Horizons served the South Bend community with a thriving daycare from 2007 and 2018, a rise and shine that was instrumental in implementing many educational opportunities for many children in the South Bend area. They also provide amid of the water crisis in Flint and Benton Harbor, Michigan, to help the crisis out there. Pastors Dennis and Deborah Gibbons are both graduates of Washington High School, the pride of the West Side. You might as well stand up, Washington. It is in the hearts of Pastors Dennis and Deborah Gibbons to continue to be a beacon of hope to their community and nations abroad. They are proud parents of two beautiful daughters, Kara and Kaylee Gibbons. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a hand for Pastor Dennis and Deborah Gibbons.
What an honor it is to be here at Mayor Mueller. Thank you, Shay. Thank you all for, amen, having us here. We're just excited about being here, and certainly to see a people of color celebrate one another is an awesome thing. And each and every one of you, I tell you, to God be the glory for what God is doing in your life with some great things. I must say that we at New Horizons Outreach Ministry, we love this community. We love South Bend so well, and we just thank God for the hard work we've been putting in for over 30 years. Amen, serving our community and loving our community and wanting our community just to get healed from gun shots and all kind of crazy stuff that goes on in our community. But I declare to you, we're getting better and better. No matter how it looks, we're getting better and better and better. And I just thank each and every one of you all, because we need one another. And our message is that love. From New Horizons, we've always been called the Love Bunch, because we love to love people. And I tell you, as long as we keep loving on one another, we can go from glory to glory. We can accomplish anything when we love one another. And so let's keep on loving, keep on thriving. Amen. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but thank God love will be there for you to help somebody that's going through something, because that's what our ministry is all about. We're passionate about helping our community and helping one another and loving one another.
I love Dennis.
I love Deborah.
To our mayor, staff, honorees, South Bend, Indiana, my beautiful daughters, New Horizons Outreach Ministry. It isn't the steeple, it's the people. We love you so much. Happy Black History Month, and may God bless all of you, and may your future be better than your past. We love you.
Bless you.
Hey, give it up for Pastor Dennis and Deborah Gibbons. They deserve it. Awesome. Before I bring up this great, great mentor of mine, I gotta say one more time, is there any Washington Panthers in the house? Any Panthers in the house? Our next honoree, Calvin Johnson. Clap it up. Before I talk about how much Calvin has done for my life, along with many other, yes, Gentlemen and Scholars is a mentoring organization, but how can we learn to mentor if we're not mentors? So thank you, Calvin. Calvin D. Johnson Sr. is a native of South Bend, where he resides with his wife and 3 adult children. Having dreamed of owning his own business, the opportunity presented itself in August of 1988 to serve the community as a State Farm insurance agent. He has dedicated to his local and regional community service and activism since completing his degree. He is a career State Farm insurance agent. Calvin's agency consistently qualifies as one of the top agencies in Indiana. Clap that up. Furthermore, the team has been selected as the Reader's Choice of South Bend Tribune for providing insurance and financial service for the last 10 years. Through his involvement in church activities, Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated, Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation, NAACP, he has served on various boards and other organizations that focus on mentoring youth and developing leaders within the community levels. Please stand up for Mr. Calvin Johnson.
What can I say? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, all of South Bend. Thank you, Gay Johnson. Thank you, Dr. Sharice Johnson, looking for a doctor, Premier Pediatrics. Yes, I said it. Daughter Camille Johnson is an attorney. I'm just proud of what was produced from the West Side. So I grew up 3 blocks from here, went to Washington High School, a place where on occasions, counselors or teachers had the nerve, the audacity, and the gall to say, you can't make it, you won't be anything. But I'm here to tell you that South Bend and the West Side has produced a lot of good people, and for that, I am very proud. And 30 seconds to the young people. There are no limits. There is nothing that you can't do. Don't let anybody tell you no, you can't. Be determined that you can and get it done. Thank you, South Bend.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Truly a mentor's mentor. Also, I want to add that when the honorees come up, can you please take your time so we can get a photo, also some video footage, okay? Our next honorees, Bishop Erskine and Pastor Deanna Jones. Yes, yes, yes. Bishop Erskine Jones, Rudy, is the governing apostle of the Apostolic Company Midwest region and the former president of the Michiana Ministers Coalition, where he and Pastor Deanna Jones have been volunteering in the local school corporation for the past 11 years. In addition, Bishop Erskine Jones has worked for the government of the South Bend city of South Bend. He is very active in the community and serves on many boards and committees. Pastor Deanna Jones serves as the church administrator and the women's ministry facilitator. She has a Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Master of Arts in Religion, PhD in Divinity. She is the founder of the Millennium Women in Ministry, Jesus Girl Live, and Induce My Purpose Incorporated. which are international non-for-profit organizations. Give her a hand for that. Jesus Girl, Jesus Girl. She is also the co-author of Jesus Girl Live Women's Daily Devotional and the author of Married to Ministry in that lab. Together, they're an integral part of Fresh Start Fridays and a local program launched by St. Joseph County's Prosecutor's Office that offers free expungements and license reinstatements to the residents of St. Joe County. It's big. With their assistance, over 7,000 cases have been expunged. With their assistance, over 7,000 cases have been expunged. With their assistance, over 7,000 cases have been expunged. This has enabled residents to receive equitable opportunities offered in the county. Also, they have recently opened up the soul food restaurant called Bishop and Bays. Go see them, y'all. Go see them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bishop Erskine and Deanna Jones, Pastor Deanna Jones.
Giving all thanks and praises to God, to our wonderful mayor, Ms. Davis, and to our city officials. We thank you for recognizing us, not that we did anything to be recognized for. We are from South Bend, and I owe so many people, Charles Black, the Charles Martins, the Lynn Colemans of our area, who has instilled in us, especially me. First of all, I want to know I'm from LaSalle High School. I'm a Lion. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But I thank God for so many people instilling in us. I was blessed. I was not here to help Martin Luther King with his dream, but I'm so glad that we were a part of the dream. And you were here about our honorable Andre Gammage in a minute, but to help him with the dream that he had with this whole prosecutor's free expungement thing was a blessing to us, and it was a blessing to South Bend, Indiana. Listen, the real honorees is South Bend. Let me tell you, I just want to say this, that we work together with our judicial system. I'll never forget 400 people coming out all over the summer, white men, white women. We were here at 12 o'clock midnight in the midst of racial tension all over this land, where they were saying that South Bend was one of the worst places to be. We were here with white people and black people. We were here at 12 midnight at our church over here at this center at Brown. No trouble. No trouble. Not one time. No police presence. Not one time. We walked out to our cars at midnight. No trouble. And I want to thank South Bend, Indiana, for us coming together and proving CNN is a lie. South Bend is still alive. Thank you.
Hey, he said South Bend is still alive. Thank you, Bishop Erskine and Pastor Deanna. Does anybody in here know about the Martin Luther King Jr. Center? Our next honoree, Jimmie Hal Lindsey. Jimmie Hal Lindsey was born July 19, 1948 in Hope, Arkansas. He worked for the city of South Bend as director of the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center for more than 20 years. Mr. Lindsey was instrumental in a number of programs that were created under his leadership, including the Women's Softball League. He was an active softball umpire, mentor, and member of the Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation. He worked tirelessly in various programs, which included Whitney Young Adult Education Program, Team 2000, and many more. Mr. Lindsey was committed to the community and also served as security guard for LaSalle High School. In 1993, he was a recipient of the IUSB Man of the Year Award. And in 1998, was presented a key to the city from Mayor Stephen Lookie. Hal passed away on November 7, 1998. His influence and passing was felt throughout the entire community. The life and legacy of Jimmie Hal Lindsey will forever be honored and remembered. Here to accept this, his wife, Beverly Townsend Lindsey, for Jimmie Hal Lindsey. Clap it up.
Everyone, and thank you so very much, the City of South Bend, for honoring my late husband, Shay Davis. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mayor Mueller, and all your awesome staff. Thank you for everything, and keep the City of South Bend alive. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Rafael Morton. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Rafael Morton was born and raised in South Bend and graduated from LaSalle High School. He went and received his Bachelor of Science in Marketing and Advertising from the Indiana University Bloomington School of Business. Mr. Morton currently works as Senior Marketing and Sales Consultant at WSBT TV since August of 1998. He serves as the President of the St. Joe County Council. He has dedicated many years to public service, as first being elected to the St. Joe County Council in 1992, and then becoming president of the county in 2003. Among the many additional ways that Rafael has contributed to South Bend and St. Joe County communities are through his service in numerous boards, including the St. Joe County Real Services Board, the St. Joseph County Community Corrections Board, and the CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocate Program Board of Directors, among several other public-private boards. I'd be remiss to say that one thing I know about you, Mr. Morton, is when I heard your name, first time I heard your name, is my dad spoke highly of you, okay? My dad's Harold Brazier, so one thing he said was, hey, when we go see Mr. Morton, when I talk to him, that's a good guy, he's solid. So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, give a hand for Mr. Rafael Morton.
Thank you so much. The old cliche, it's an honor and a privilege, is really, really heartfelt for me. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve this community, everyone here, for all these years, and I just feel so fortunate to have been in this position for so long, and I could not have done that without all of your support. So thank you so much. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that I also would not be here if it weren't for Joe and Maggie Kernan and my dear uncle, Jack Reed. So. Again, thank you for supporting me all these years. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I'm familiar with the next one. The next honoree, Miss Eva Jones-Young. Me and Will had this conversation earlier. We was like, we was going back and forth to select which ones we were going to take, and he was like, "That's boxing. You got to take that one." So I'm honored. I'm honored to tell you a little bit about Miss Young. Eva D. Jones-Young was born in South Bend and became involved in martial arts at the age of 14. She competed in over 1,000 martial arts matches during her 18 years of martial arts. 1,000. She had a 6-0 record in a brief kickboxing career, kicking butt. Woo! In October 1996, Eva started training for boxing, and on November 9th, 1996, she made her pro debut. Her first title came in January the 10th, 1998, by the way of 7th round knockout over Teresa Arnold for the IWBF World Bantamweight title. Hey, look, it's important I get these dates right. I already know about it. I got to get these dates right, okay? On March 24th, 1998, Eva won her second title for the 4th round knockout of Cheryl Robinson of England for the WIBF World Bantamweight title. And in June 11th, 1999, Eva won the IFBA World Bantamweight title. It's collecting them. It's collecting them. Eva has been a business owner for over 30 years in the Michiana area. She also helps run the St. James Boxing Club, a non-for-profit organization. The club has worked with the area youth for over 60 years to keep the youth out of trouble. I grew up in that club too. Eva is an ideal role model for the youth, and don't mess with her. That's your introduction, don't mess with her. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a hand for Miss Eva Jones-Young.
Well, first, I would like to give an honor to God, because without him, I wouldn't be standing here right now. None of us would be here. I would like to thank the mayor. Little Miss, thank you so much for calling me, letting me know everything, keeping me up on everything. I would like to thank my husband, Larry Young, back there in the back, for coaching me to 3 world championships. I would like to thank my daughter, Eva Marie Young, back there. She's a music educator and teacher of music, choir director, because they all had to put up with me. All the time I was training, they had to fill in. But I also would love to thank my father and my mother, the Reverend Hardy Jones, and my mother, Dorothy Mae Jones. And I would like to congratulate Rudy for doing such a great job with Sweet Home Baptist Church. My father knew he picked the right man. Another thing, you guys, I tell you, I was born right here, South Bend, Indiana. I'm one of 12 children. Thank God we're all still alive. I graduated from LaSalle High School. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, my whole career, people told me, oh, you ought to move to California. They're doing this. A lot of my friends in the movies, I said, nah, I'm staying home. I'm staying home. I have never left home. South Bend, we have good roots. I had people tell me along my way, you would never get a shot at a world championship. And I said, why not? Well, where you from? South Bend? Where's South Bend? Oh, you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. I said, let me tell you something. Greatness comes out of South Bend. Greatness. I said, you know what? South Bend going on the map tonight. I said, because she getting knocked out. But I'd just like to thank everybody, you guys. I tell you, I thank all you guys for coming. All you honorees, congratulations. You know, you guys know we just got to keep pulling together and keep working and keep working and keep praying. Because I tell you, God do answer prayers. I'm proof of it. Thank you. And one more thing. Eva Jones-Young from South Bend, Indiana, is being inducted into 4 Hall of Fames this year. 4.
Hey, give it up for Eva Jones-Young. I think y'all missed something. She said South Bend breeds excellence. One thing Corey and I told our scholars when they came in today, we said, remember tonight, look at everybody in their eyes and shake their hand with a firm shake because you're in the presence of greatness tonight. And another thing, Corey is correct. We were shuffling on who we wanted to deliver. So he definitely wanted to bring Miss Eva up in order so I can bring this superstar up right now. Clap it up for Jaylen Lee. Jaylen is the recipient of the Leaders Under 40 Award for being one of the most outstanding young leaders in our community. Jaylen Lee was born and raised in South Bend. After graduating from Washington High School, y'all see that power I had? After graduating from Washington High School with technical honors, Jaylen matriculated to Ball State Chirp Chirp, where he pledged Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and was an orientation leader, a resident assistant, and the member of the President's Student Cabinet. Jaylen also wrote and published a book entitled Master You His Senior Year of Undergraduate. Jaylen applied to the South Bend Police Department during the fall semester of his senior year and was hired in February in his final semester of Ball State University. Yeah, clap that up. Since graduating, Jaylen has come home to South Bend to serve his community by working as a sworn police officer with the South Bend Police Department. Jaylen has also become an investor in the community by acquiring revitalizing 4 properties since graduating in 2020. Everybody, please stand up for this young king, Mr. Jaylen Lee.
Well, good evening. I'll be brief, but I would be remiss if first I don't give an honor to God. And like my granny just said, I grew up at Greater St. John, right here on the west side, right? But I also want to say that I am a product of the old saying that it takes a village to raise a child, okay? Being born and raised here, like most of the honorees on the west side of South Bend, my mother, my father, my Uncle Kenny right here, my grandparents, Uncle Mo, there are so many people that poured into me and allowed me to grow. So I truly just want to take some time to say that I am grateful, I am filled with gratitude, and that I will carry the torch. I will carry the torch. I will continue to do the work, and I will continue to serve. It was a long-time dream of mine to become a police officer here in South Bend, Indiana, and now I'm living my dream, serving the community that I was born and raised in. So I just want to say thank you to the mayor, thank you to Shay Davis, and thank you to these great gentlemen over here. Like I said, there are a countless number of people that have poured into me, and I am just so grateful to receive this award today. Man, I'm tearing up, so I'm gonna get off this mic. Love y'all. Happy Black History Month.
And I quote, "I will carry the torch." Give it up for him one more time. My man. Our next honoree will be a recipient of the Obama Award for Outstanding Volunteer and Contributions in the Community Service. Ms. Asia Ellington. I'm about to pour it on, Asia. I'm about to pour it on. Indiana University MSW graduate, Asia K. Ellington is an award-winning progressive thinker who serves the South Bend community as an exemplary professional who represents several organizations committed to innovation, change, and solutions to decrease poverty and disrupt mental health stigma. In addition to her many roles, Ellington also contributes to the advisory board of Futures Without Violence, a new research, innovative design to understand better how economic abuse impacts teens, education, employment, and finances. In 2018, Ellington launched Free Your Wings Youth Mentoring, a successful 501c3 certified nonprofit organization that empowers youth through critical mentoring, education, and community engagement. You're awesome. Also, Asia currently serves as the GVI SAVE Community Education Resource Coordinator, a role in which she mentors youth within South Bend schools and practices restorative justice by responding to incidents of gun violence to prevent retaliation and support survivors. Everybody give her a hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Asia Ellington.
Y'all are childish. We don't do nicknames here. Let's clap it up for all the honorees. I swear I do not be crying, but this is beautiful. This is very powerful. I'm big on energy and I feel it. Typically, I start off speaking with either a joke or doing the Millie Rock, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf in 2022. My babies, my twin children, Tanaja and Valentino Summers, the whole time I've been sitting here, this is who I've been thinking about, my 13-year-old children. Anybody that know me, if they were here right now, they would be right here, whether it was on my lap or next to me, because this is about them. This is about the youth. So they both had basketball games today, and I asked them, I said, well, they both have games, separate sports, basketball, wrestling, away games. I'm like, all right, I will not come receive this award if you want me at your games, if one of y'all want me at your game. They said, well, Mom, we have important things to do, and you have something important to do. We can go our separate ways and come back together to discuss. Washington High School, Panther 08. I dropped out my senior year. I was pregnant my senior year. Mr. McCullough got my butt back in school. Statistics show, like the young lady said earlier, I'm not supposed to be here, let alone be experiencing any of this. My father, I know he's kicking it right now in heaven with my brothers, with my grandmother. It's a shame I can't share this moment with my twin brother. But I thank y'all, and I want you, we can hold the applause, but I want my team to stand up if you support Free Your Wings Youth Mentoring. I want you to stand up if you support any youth in the community. I want you to stand up if you support any adults in the community. I want you to stand up if you support ending the stigma to mental health, to mental illness. I want you to stand up if you support your grandparents who were once youth. I want you to stand up if you support the city of South Bend. I thank you. This ain't even for me. This not even about me. This is for y'all. This is for us.
Hey, give it up to Miss Asia again. Come on, clap it up. Super, super, super proud of you. To be a gentleman and a scholar is a lifestyle. It's how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you honor your parents, and how you operate academically. To this next honoree, I want to personally thank you, because you have showed us what a gentleman and scholar looks like, and it looks just like me. The Honorable Andre Gammage. Judge Gammage is receiving a special tribute for contributing to South Bend history and culture by providing mentorship, legal services, and strong leadership while serving the community for over 30 years. Also, Judge Gammage was instrumental in helping South Bend and St. Joseph County residents receive a fresh start for a better quality of life through a expungement program which contributed to over 7,000 cases being expunged. Resulting in reinstatement of driver license and more. Magistrate Andre Gammage is a graduate of Valparaiso University and Valparaiso University School of Law. Gammage began his legal career as a St. Joseph County deputy prosecuting attorney. Later, he entered private practice where he focused on criminal defense, became the manager partner at the law office of Berger, and tried many cases in both state and federal courts. Gammage has served as magistrate in the St. Joseph County court system since 2013. Currently, Magistrate Gammage is an adjunct professor at the University of Notre Dame School of Law. He's a member of the Judicial Education Committee, faculty member of the National Judicial College and Juvenile and Family Court Judges. He's the chairman of the trustee board at Macedonia Baptist Church. He's the board member of the YMCA Greater Michiana. He's a member of the 100 Black Men of Greater South Bend and moderator for South Bend Group Violence Initiative. Have I said enough? Andre Gammage is also the proud father of Austin Gammage, Valencia Gammage, Trey Gammage, DeLorean Gammage. South Bend, please welcome the Honorable Andre Gammage.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to, first of all, thank God for blessing my life, for leading and guiding me, giving me direction. I would like to thank Mayor Mueller. He won me over when he came to the Snoop Dogg concert with me. Thank you to gentlemen and scholars doing a great job. Shay Davis, thank you for all your help. A special blessing and thank you to the honorees for your service. Today is, I'm really just filled with thanks. I would like to thank my pastor, Ray Owens, from Macedonia Baptist Church. And my Macedonia Church family, who's always with me, who, when I was the one kid in church who was going to college and I got 50 cents or $1 and a pat on the back, and I knew that it was important for me to be successful because I had an opportunity to do something that my forefathers did not have the opportunity to do, and that inspired me. I would like to thank Judge Broden, who's here, who believes in me. Having appointed me to this position, believed in me enough, had faith in me to believe that I would somehow figure out how to do justice, how to treat people fairly, and do the right thing in the courtroom, and I certainly appreciate you believing in me. I must also thank my children who supported me. They're here today. Austin, Trey, Valencia, DeLorean, all here, who come to these events and support their father. If I can do and say anything at this moment, for those of you who are blessed to be able to have children, let the fact that God has blessed you with children direct your path, and know that your life is not to be lived for you, but to live, to be better, and make a better opportunity for them. And finally, I would like to thank the South Bend community. I know I'm here because you all say I deserve an award for supporting the community, but I thank you for trusting me when I opened the law office, and you faced incarceration. You faced devastation in your life, and you walked into the office and you said, Andre Gammage, I need you. I need you. That was an awesome responsibility, and that too inspired me the trust and faith that you had in me, that I would do everything I could within the law to keep you out of jail. Thank you. I want to tell you that something that most of you don't know. I have a tattoo. Is it okay? Is it all right? I got it about 30 years ago. And I was happy about it then, and seeing you all here today makes me even happier that I got it. That tattoo says, "Proud to be black."
Yes, sir. Can we have all the honorees stand up one last time, please? All the honorees stand up. Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a round of applause for these awesome, awesome, awesome honorees?
All of you make us proud to be black. Moving right along, we have up again Mr. David Smith. He's coming with his own rendition of the historic song, "A Change Is Gonna Come" by Sam Cooke. Come on up here, David. Everybody give him a hand.
Hello, I'm back again. I apologize for my reaction the first time I came up. I am not used to standing ovations, so thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate it. Next, I want to thank Shay Davis for even inviting me to this event. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you, and everybody here, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, also, this is a cappella. I don't have music, guys. I'm so sorry.
I was born by the river, in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, then I go to my brother. Oh, and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, oh! There are times that I thought I couldn't last for too long. But right now I think I'm able to carry on. Oh! but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Ooh.
Hey, give it up for David Smith. Hey, if that don't stir your soul, I don't know what will. Okay, next we have a special presentation from Mayor Mueller, once again accompanied by Shay Davis.
Thank you. Good evening again, and these will be quick special recognitions, and I know the hour is moving on here, and that's one benefit, Shay, of the virtual event, is that you can edit after the fact to get it down to the time. But tonight, I don't know that we would have cut any minute at all, so that's good. And I'm looking at you, Chief Buchanan, back there, not like last year. We were filming here, and we said, hey, you got 2 minutes. And he said, yeah, I got 2 minutes, I'm good. And then 5 minutes later, his speech ends. We love you, Chief, but brevity is not one of your strong suits. So right now, we want to recognize leadership that served on the Board of Public Safety over the course of 3 mayors, Mayors Lickey, Buttigieg, and myself. They did a lot of good service for the city, and also during the short tenure of my term, looking at different policies, including the use of force, a discipline matrix, and other policies. So we want to thank 3 members of the Board of Public Safety, and we'll go in order at which they departed and moved on to greener pastures. So first, John Collins Jr. John Collins Jr. has been a dedicated community leader and public servant in our community for decades. He was born, raised, and educated in South Bend, graduating from in 1973. He joined the South Bend Police Department as a recruit in 1981 and rose through the ranks with a promotion to sergeant and eventually lieutenant. Mr. Collins served with dedication and bravery for nearly 3 decades. Upon his retirement in September 2009, Mr. Collins started a new career as Director of Security Services at St. Joseph Health System. He also served on the Anti-Violence Commission. Mr. Collins was sworn in to serve on the South Bend Board of Public Safety in 2011 and honorably served until December 2020. Mr. Collins, please come up. We have something for you. I told you, Chief, that's how you do it. All right, the next one who left after a long period of service is Bishop Eddiel Miller. Bishop Eddiel Miller was born in Jackson, Mississippi, and was raised in Buchanan, Michigan. As someone who grew up during the Civil Rights era, Bishop Miller witnessed the many injustices faced by people of color in the U.S. for years. His Southern roots and exposure to these injustices and challenge in our country's history created a drive and compassion in him to help others. Bishop Miller and his wife, Diana Hubbard, founded Faith Apostolic Temple, Inc. at 1340 Lincoln Way West in South Bend in September of 1979, now located at 909 North Bendix Drive. Bishop Miller contributes to the South Bend community through service on various boards, including the Executive Board for Goodwill Industries. He was also appointed by Mayor Pete Buttigieg as co-chair of the city's Crime Prevention Committee and to the South Bend Board of Public Safety in 2012. Bishop Miller honorably served on the Board of Public Safety until August 2021. Bishop Miller, please come up.
actually wanted John to be our spokesman, but he chose not to. But I truly want to say that I'm very honored to do this service for the community. I've always had a passion for ministry. God gave me that over 40-something years ago. But I've always felt also that we as pastors, sometimes as spiritual leaders, we do so much inreach, which is very necessary to feed our sheep and the children that God has placed us under. But I've always had a passion for outreach, and with this support of my family and the great staff that we have, they allowed me not only to do inreach within our facility and within our ministry, but they allowed me to do outreach in the community. And that's what I feel like being able to be a public servant, a community servant, is an extension of ministry. And to that, I want to say thank you to all the mayors that had enough confidence in me to allow me to have an extensive time on the Board of Public Safety. And then I want to say thank you to the South Bend community for allowing me to be a public servant. God bless you.
Luther, I hope you have your thoughts collected, because Luther Taylor is next. Luther Taylor served as South Bend Fire Chief for 21 years. He joined the fire department in 1972 and was promoted through the ranks, becoming chief in October 1985. He held that position for 21 years until his retirement, April 2007. In 2004, Mayor Steve Lickey granted Taylor a one-year leave of absence to serve as director of the State Emergency Management Agency under former Governor Joe Kernan. He returned to South Bend as fire chief in 2005. He served as the president of the Indiana Fire Chiefs Association, chair of the Indiana Emergency Response Committee, and board of the local Red Cross. After retirement, he became manager of emergency preparedness at St. Joseph Regional Medical Center. Taylor honorably served on the City of South Bend's Board of Public Safety from February 2012 until December 2021. Luther, please come up.
John Collins told me I was a spokesperson. He didn't ask me, he told me I would be. But anyway, let me first of all say congratulations to the honorees this evening. I don't take this lightly. It's a privilege and an honor just to have had the opportunity to give back. When I retired from the fire department in 2007, I know I wanted to give back, but I wasn't quite sure what that would be. And what an awesome opportunity that I had to serve on the Board of Public Safety. And let me just say, it's also easy to give back when you're looking for a piece of the pie. And I can truly say the gentlemen that I've worked with, ladies that I've worked with on the Board of Safety, we've served from our heart to do the best that we could. So I have been blessed throughout my career to serve as a firefighter, fire chief, worked with the state, with the governor, and I'm just privileged and honored to say that I've had some big shoulders to stand on in order to follow that. I thank God for my upbringing. I thank God for my pastor. Under his leadership, I continue to learn and stand close to other ones that can help me along the way. So again, I just say thank you to Mayor Mueller, thank you to Shay, and all of those who have entrusted in me to serve in public safety over the years. God bless you. Thank you.
We are almost finished, I promise. But we do have one special recognition to end here. And this is because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We weren't able to do traditional recognitions for city employees. But this next special recognition goes to Ramon Johnson. Oh, Ramon, we got a bio here for you, so we're going to read. Ramon Johnson was born and raised in South Bend, Indiana. He's been married to his wife, Kelly, for 22 years. They have 3 children. He graduated from Washington High School, attended the University of Notre Dame, graduating with a BBA. In 2005, he obtained his MBA from Indiana Wesleyan University. Mr. Johnson was the director of Treasury for the city of South Bend, where he was employed for over 20 years. While he served with the city, along with the finance team, he was responsible for ensuring the city's cash management policies, practices, and procedures were followed to ensure the assets of the government were protected from loss, theft, or misuse, and to ensure that adequate accounting data was compiled to allow for transparency and accountability as to how the government uses public resources. He currently serves as Director of Purchasing at the South Bend Community Schools Corporation. In addition to his financial public service career, Mr. Johnson has also volunteered his time to other organizations. He is a member as well as treasurer of the St. Joseph County African American Democratic Coalition, whose mission is to address issues that affect the African American community and educate the community on politics at the local, state, and national levels. Mr. Johnson's continuous commitment to public service and passion to reach back to the South Bend community is commendable. Ramon, we've got something for you.
I had no idea that this was going to happen. So Shay, I'm gonna get you afterwards. But thank you. Spent about 23 and a half years with the city. Loved every minute of it. And when people ask me what do I do, I simply say, in a nutshell, I'm simply the steward of the taxpayers' money. That's it. That's what I do. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Again, congratulations to all the honorees and recipients. You did a great job. You are Black history in this community today. We're coming to the end of our program. We have the closing remarks from Mr. Aaron Perry, gentleman scholar. I call you within your own rights, my man. He's the director of the Venues and Parks and Arts. After Mr. Perry, we have some information afterwards. Okay, so we're almost done. Everybody, can you give an applause for Mr. Aaron Perry?
It's my opportunity. It's a privilege to host you here at the Charles Black Center, first of all, and alongside the team I get to work with all the time. Cynthia, Larisha, George is over here, Matt's on sound. I think they almost went out there and started shoveling for you all. So round of applause for the VPA staff that takes good care of you. When I heard this was going to be hosted by gentlemen and scholars, I knew we were in for a treat. How about a round of applause for Corey and William? Well done, gentlemen. David, thank you for blessing us with your voice tonight. Beautiful, beautiful. And one final congratulations to all the honorees on your well-deserved recognitions. You're an inspiration to us all, and we owe you a debt of gratitude for what you've done for this community. One last acknowledgement. Finally, thanks again, Mayor Mueller, for putting this on, your entire staff, Shay, for your fine work. My grandfather was a pastor, And when Shay asked me to do the concluding remarks, basically I thought back to the benediction at the end of church, right? And I always knew that had to be quick and relevant. And so my best Reverend Harry Dale Collier Jr. There was an African proverb that many of you may know. It goes something like, if you walk alone, you'll go fast. If you walk together, you'll go far. As we leave here tonight, tomorrow and the next day, well into the future, I wish that we walk together. Good night, everyone.
Hey, hi, everyone. Just real quick. I'm sorry, just real quick. I just want to thank everyone again for coming out this evening. Thank our wonderful MCs, gentlemen and scholars. Congratulations to all the honorees. I just want to mention just a few things real fast. We always get asked, how can you nominate someone? We do have nomination forms outside at the table. I also want to mention that feel free to take pictures at the backdrop. And also, Marcus Snowden is here with Snowden Photography, so if anybody's interested in any photos, please contact me. I also want to say Brian Frazier is here as well, our videographer with Frazier Kid Production. You know, I have to mention, Brian is amazing. He helped me tremendously last year with our virtual presentation, and so actually he took the time this year and went and visited, and if he hasn't yet, he's coming, went and visited all the honorees to get some footage, because this year's award ceremony will be uploaded, thanks to Caleb, he's amazing, in the mayor's office, Bauer, our communications director. It will be uploaded on YouTube, and once we have that information, we'll share it with the community. Also, we tried to read a shorter version of everyone's bios tonight. The full version of the bio is on the city's website, and the link is in your program book. I also would like to mention, I would be wrong if I didn't take out the time to do this. I don't know if he's here, but Cedric is my lifesaver today with VPA. He is the one who set up all of these chairs and helped me put everything together this afternoon. We've been here all day, and I have to give it to Cedric. I do. It has just been a wonderful and amazing week honoring from the MLK Breakfast, Gladys Muhammad and her team. They do a phenomenal job. Kara Miller Herring was phenomenal as the keynote speaker there, and I just was amazed, and I just appreciate her so much. And Lynn Coleman, when Mr. Coleman always says, Shay, charge it to my mind and not my heart, I totally understand what you mean when you say that, because I have so many people to thank, and I don't want to leave anyone out, but I just want to just say that I'm just really grateful for a lot of things. You know, when I started with the city in 1997, I didn't know I would be here 25 years later. It will be 25 years for me this year, and I have served under 3 mayors. I want to say that I really appreciate Mayor Mueller, him and First Lady Kelly, we call her First Lady Kelly, they take really good care of me. He allows me to do my job, he empowers me, and I'm really grateful, and I really appreciate him for that. So once again, thank you to the mayor staff for everything you did today to pull this off. Thank you again, gentlemen and scholars. Thank you, City of South Bend. We love you. We appreciate you, and have a good night.
This is your day. This is your time. It's time for you to spread your wing and fly. This is your moment. Don't turn back now. Just stay the course and fly beyond the clouds. We are here to celebrate you.